What is up, everybody? MysterySchooler here. Got another PowerPoint Google Slides presentation for you today. We're doing the Tanuki yokai, ancient Japan. This is a deep one. There's a lot of information on these guys. It is a worldwide. They are seen worldwide, but they're described different ways, but a lot of transforming animal people, spirits, in mythology, reminds me a lot of the Native American skinwalker, but the skinwalker seems pretty evil. I don't know. The Tanuki can be too, but they're more like tricksters if you ask me. All right, let's jump right into it. Today, the Japanese raccoon dog, also known as the Tanuki, is a species of canid endemic to Japan. It is one of two species in the genus, alongside the common raccoon dog, of which it was formerly thought to be a subspecies. A rare white color type can also be found. That's this one on the right. The top up here, guys. And here's the regular raccoon dog. They're pretty different from. It's like Caucasian Sasquatch was saying, neither raccoon nor dog. But within Japanese folklore, Tanuki have had as ancient times. The legendary Tanuki are reputed to be mischievous and jolly, masters of disguise and shape-shifting, but somewhat gullible and absent-minded. The animals have also been common in Japanese art, particularly as subjects for statues. Got some statues over here, guys. These ones are modern. Pretty sure there might be some older. This one looks pretty aged, but I don't think these are ancient. These are pretty new and not dated at all. This one might be older. It looks pretty clean to me though. But, they're depicted having tools a lot of the times, hats. Very domesticated. I don't think this is this depiction. I do not think is the Tanuki dog we just looked at. Whatever. Now the Tanuki, which is really the topic of today's. This is really what we're covering today. Is the Tanuki spirits, the yokai, trickster spirits. They're a kind of Tanuki yokai, supernatural beings, found in the classics and in the folklore and legends of various places in Japan. Although the Tanuki is a real extant animal, the Tanuki that appears in literature has always been depicted as a strange, even supernatural animal. The earliest appearance of the Tanuki in literature, in the chapter about Empress Suiko in the Nihon, in some regions of Japan, Tanuki are reputed to have abilities similar to those attributed to kitsune, or foxes. So it seems like it's not just one animal. It's not just these Tanuki forms that these yokai take. It seems like they take the form of other animals. That's what I would say. People would say they're different species or something, but I think they're more like, since they're described as yokai, I would say they're more spiritual, supernatural. The form you're seeing is the form they're choosing to take, if you ask me. And humans would just see them a lot as raccoons because it's like, were they busted? And they're like, no, I'm not. I'm a raccoon. See, take off or something. I don't know, but it seems a little strange to me. Food for thought. Now, they can shapeshift into other things or people and can possess human beings. So that also sounds spiritual to me, or demonic even. They seem playful, but sometimes they kill people sometimes, so not sure how to classify them. This would be the kitsune, the fox depiction. I don't know. It looks like some kind of strange ritual going on. Seems like they're clinging to each other. Like this is out of control. This pouch here or something. But the sword here and maybe some kind of surgery. Like they're gonna. I don't know how to diagnose this one. You guys let me know. Many legends of Tanuki exist in the Sado Islands of Niigata Prefecture and in Shikoku. These Tanuki that possess special abilities were given names and even became the subject of rituals. Apart from these places, Tanuki are treated with special regard in a few cases. Tanuki are also said to drum on their bellies, making sounds such as pom-poko or pon-pon, and typically depicted as having large bellies. And I'm pretty sure that's why the movie Pom-poko is called Pom-poko, because of this. I would highly recommend it if you're interested in the subject. It's a kids movie, kind of. It's a 90s, maybe 80s. Shoot, it's old school animation. I love it. It's made by Studio Ghibli, really popular. Pom-poko, check it out. This is from Pom-poko. See, they're being worshipped. Up first for our legendary Tanuki. Now, these are Tanuki that were so often seen in these locations that they were known for this and named for these events. So we're not just talking about, I think I saw a ghost out of the corner of my eye. I mean, these things apparently were around, according to them. Our first legendary Tanuki is the Bunbuku Chagama tea kettle. In the folklore of the Morin-ji in Tatibayashi, Gunma Prefecture, a Tanuki was disguised as a teapot belonging to a monk named Shukaku, and boiled tea that would never run out no matter how much one draws from it. In the Morinji no Kama from Konjaku, Toriyama Sekken, it was named Bunbuku, meaning literally literary and military fire, where the literary fire means the fire for reading by, and the military fire means destructive fire. Interesting. Now, knowing that this thing is really a demon whatever, I'm curious what kind of tea it was making. Was it psychedelic? Was it poisonous? Was he just peeing or something? I don't know. With how advanced their transformation powers are, it doesn't sound unreal. It could be making tea, but what are we seeing here, guys? What's going on? I mean, yeah, it's an old storybook. Right, but what about all the other? What about the rest of the presentation? Like all the documentations and the sightings? And I mean, just because the sighting was 1,000 years ago doesn't mean it's completely irrefutable. Don't forget, we put people to death on eyewitness testimony, folks. We put people to death on eyewitness testimony, but we ignore all mythology just because it's classified as such. Is it possible the stories got so old and lost in translation, like a game of telephone, that was there some truth to this stuff? I believe so. Our next legendary Tanuki is Söko-tanuki, religion adherence Tanuki. In the Gujio Linuma, Ibaraki Prefecture, there's a grave for this Tanuki. Allegedly. I looked all over the internet for it. This is from Wikipedia, guys. It had sources and documentation, but I didn't see any actual pictures of the grave. If anyone could find that, it'd be cool, but I couldn't find it. It's probably really old. It disguised as a monk for the temple, but one day it took a nap and showed its true form. However, it was said that due to working there for a long time, this Tanuki was then made a page. Oh, that's cool. They gave him a job. He must have been doing good work. So you're a Tanuki? I guess he could stay. You've been a Tanuki this whole time? Oh, all right. Well, can Carl stay, guys? Okay, cool. All right. You could be a page. This next image is from Pom-poko. It's this is the master right here teaching the student raccoons how to transform. And in the diagram that's here, you can tell they did their research with this movie big time. They got the foxes over here, the kitsune that we've been discussing. We got the tanuki over here, raccoons, dog raccoons, whatever. And we got here what looks to me like a cat, but paws up here on its face. I mean, it's a cat. Are cats involved in this transformation? Kind of the same department. Up next, we got the legendary tanuki, Owarezaka. the Carry Me Hill. In the Minamikawachi district, Osaka Prefecture, upon passing by a certain hill during the night, there would be a voice saying, "Will you carry me on your back? Will you carry me? Owarezaka, Owarezaka." And when a brave man replied, "Should I bear? Should I bear? Otaruka, Otaruka," a huge pine log fell on his back. When he returned home to chop it with a hatchet, an old tanuki revealed itself, its true form, and apologized. Now, what do you guys think? Is he trolling people? Or did the old tanuki just need to ride up the hill for real? I want to say B, since he went out of his way to apologize instead of continuing to troll him. But then again, if he's doing it to everybody, I guess he's helping up the hill. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is he handicapped or is he a jerk? Let me know. Yeah, Owarezaka. Here's another image from Pompoko. I won't spoil too much of the movie, but this boat they're on, giant flying boat they're on, is actually made from one of the master Tanuki's pouches. Pretty big. I mean, obviously that's fiction, but you know. Anyways, up next, our legendary Tanuki, we got Kasashi Tanuki, literally translating to Tanuki carrying an umbrella. In Aikita, in the Miyoshi district, Tokushima Prefecture, now Miyoshi, during times like rainy evenings, it would disguise itself as a person and invite people to shelter under its umbrella. When a person who doesn't have an umbrella goes under it, it is said that they'd be taken to an unbelievably out there place. What a troll, huh? Or is he a troll, or is he genuinely offering the person to get dry? Hey, yeah, it's dry in my world. Come under my umbrella. And I wonder what it is about going under there with an umbrella that prevents this. It's shielding your head from some kind of energy coming from the top of the umbrella. I don't know. You guys tell me. I personally think that yokai and demon spirits, all these things, are able to manipulate our perception of time and things like that. And that, to me, that's where the UFO phenomena and demon phenomenon, where people say they've been abducted or they had a sighting and they lost large amounts of time, that's attributed to things like this, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. I don't think they flew from Mars or whatever. That nonsense. Anyways, here's some more foxes. Looks like they're trying to save their buddies from this catfish eel, koi catfish, and yeah, we're gonna see more on this later. But yeah, apparently transform them to such big sizes. And now, when I see depictions of these guys, it gives me more of a physicality to them, like they're physical, not spiritual, but or supernatural. But this kind of reminds me of that ghost, what ectoplasm stuff people talk about. I don't really buy that, but you see those pictures of ectoplasm leaking out of people's mouth or whatever. I don't really buy it, but kind of reminds me of this kind of stuff. Maybe there is something to it. I don't know. All right, next Tanuki is definitely a troll, 100% confirmed. He would have a blast in the gas stations in modern times with all the alcoholics. He'd have a blast. We got Shirodokkuri, the white wine bottle. In the Hyudanaki Muyocho district of the Tokushima Prefecture, this Tanuki would disguise itself as a white wine bottle. But when people would try to pick it up, it would roll around, making it impossible for people to catch it. Oh, come on, Buzz Killington. Oh, just one more drink. Nope. Rolling around the bottle. Oh, it's the worst. Come on, Tanuki. He knows. Maybe he's just trying to get them sober. Maybe he's a good guy. No, he's a troll. This is just a troll. This is just a troll. How else can you describe it? They had no internet. They had to do something. Yeah, here's some more foxes with their pouches. Apparently they're so tough, the pouches, that they could be shot with arrows from a longbow. So this guy doesn't seem to mind letting his buddies use his pouches as target practice because it's that tough, apparently, right? I mean, why else would you do something like this? I doubt it hurt. No wonder he uses a weapon if it can bother with the arrows at all. The Bozu, the shaven head Tanuki, the Handa Mima district, the Tokushima prefecture, now Tsurugi. When people cross a bridge named Bozu Bridge, before they know it, they find their head shaved. Be convenient if you need a haircut, I guess. It saves some money, but other than that, yikes. Especially, I'm pretty sure in their culture, isn't it like outrageous? Like back then, like to shave your head, it's like dishonorable or whatever. So yeah, probably legit pissed off about that. I didn't really think about that before. Yeah. So yeah, definitely a troll. Here's some more Tanuki pop culture. This is from Mystical Ninja Super Nintendo game. There's also Tanuki Mario. I just didn't want to post a picture of Mario. And we got Pompoko Tanuki. But someone's been feeding him. So. Cutie. Kozo, the young priest Tanuki. Now this one creeps me out. This would definitely be scary. I would see this in a movie or something. I could see this in a movie. In Gakushima, the Oi district, Tokushima prefecture, now Yoshinogawa. It would disguise itself as a young priest and stand in the way of passerby. And if one gets angry and cuts it with a sword, it would multiply in numbers all night long. Wow. So you're trying to get through the middle of the woods. Could be the middle of the night. And there's a young priest that just is standing in your way no matter where you try to go, right? And I can see why people eventually get frustrated. So they try to cut him with a sword, I guess. Like, hey, get the GTFO, right? But then once you do that, it's like a hydra or something. It just keeps multiplying. Not just its head either, its whole body. I don't know. Yeah, here's some more Kitsune doing their thing. I was wondering if these markings are their actual markings or if it's significant to whatever ritual they're doing. Because we have skin painting ritual kind of stuff with skinwalker blood on yourself, things like that. Sleepy in the moonlight. It's interesting. Loincloths here. But the homeboy over here, I was like, I don't know. I can't even begin to understand what I'm looking at. Please help. I don't know what else he'd be doing with it. So they're dancing. There's music to this. We hear a lot about this in many depictions. Fairies. Up next, we got legendary Tanuki Kubitsuri, the neck-hanging Tanuki. This one's dark. In Utanai, Hashikura, Miyoshi district, now Miyoshi, it is said to lure people and cause them to be hanged by the neck. Wow. So yeah, there's that demon description. Here's where some people might agree they're demonic, they're evil. I mean, this is just straight up murdering people. So yeah, what do you guys think? Over here we got a reference to Stephen King's It with Pokemon. There's Pikachu, poor Georgie. Wants his boat. And over here we got Totoro. Looking very Tanuki-like with these little guys. Totoro. Probably end up doing a video about that sometime. Alaska I've covered before. I forget the name. Watching everybody. We got through that quick. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm gonna try and post more often. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm gonna be around more often. Hopefully, I got 2 more presentations